Sagittarius, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. My name is Michelle, guys. Hi. I do weekly readings for all 12 zodiac signs, so please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. I do hope you enjoy this message. These messages are timeless and they come to you when you need to hear them and when you're willing and open and receptive to them. If you want a personal message, personal reading, personal deep dive astrology investigation into your natal chart, I do all of those too. Please check out my website and make your appointment there. I've also offered, for those of you who really love the extended readings, I always do extended readings. No, this is not a half reading. The extended readings just dive deeper and get into sort of near personal situations. So if you want to join that and enjoy that with us, then please either click the link below and you could buy it separately and purchase it one time, or you can join the BWOB membership and save a ton of money because it's a really low cost and you get unlimited access to all of my extended readings. A lot moving forward, they're all going to be on YouTube. So ultimately, you might want to check that out, especially for those of you who already know that you love the extended readings. This is like the perfect deal for you. All right, Sagittarius. Let's go. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right. So in the past, know your worth is upside down. Self-esteem issues. And this stems from maybe all the way back to childhood or maybe just a couple of years ago, 10 years ago. This is coming from a while back. So there is know your worth, but you didn't. That's why it's in reverse. And it's also Aries energy. So that means it deflated your ability to take action. It wasn't that you didn't have qualifications, the talent, the ability. It's that you didn't know it, or you were constantly, like imposter syndrome, feeling like I don't deserve to be here. I don't deserve to be in this room. I don't deserve to be loved. I don't deserve to be at the board table. That is not true. This is not a truth. This is a perception. And it's a perception of yourself. How do I perceive myself? And this is telling me you don't perceive yourself, or at least you didn't perceive yourself in such high esteem. Somehow that is coming back and impacting you right now, because it wouldn't have shown up if it didn't have something to do with this message, right? So let's get into right now. Trust the great mystery. And this card is 6 + 5, that's 11. So this is an awakening. Guess what? What you didn't feel like you deserved in the past, where you were suffering from that sort of imposter syndrome of I don't belong here, I'm not good enough, that's a bunch of BS. And sometimes, I heard this quote, I'm going to share it with you. It's not a quote. I can't quote it verbatim, but where you can't believe in yourself, believe in God's requirement that you are there. So this is about using faith as your mechanism of circumnavigation so that you can arrive to the place where you belong and the room that you belong in without necessarily having to believe in yourself. The thing is this, the universe wouldn't tell you this if it was going to leave you with this problem of low self-esteem. It's saying, dive in, trust. Trust that I've led you here for a reason. Trust me. You don't have to trust you. Trust me. Trust that I have led you here, and let your faith lead you into that room, and know that I put you there for a reason. Believe in me. And that's going to lead you to believe in you because I'm in you. You're a part of me. You're never alone. So your faith in me will lead to faith in yourself. And this is a deep dive, ready to take the plunge. Just trust. This is all it is. It's like, this is a beautiful card because it really, the top and bottom are similar colors. There's only this little thin line that implies that there's some water that this big old whale has just dived into, right? It's almost like saying, you can't see it, you have to believe it. Let yourself go. Let yourself dive in. Because as soon as you do, you'll feel the support all around you, even if it's not visible. God is supporting you, my friends. It is playing as the wind beneath your wings. It's got you covered. So whatever you're worried about or scared of, you got to dive into it because it is going to work out. Okay, that's where we start. Why are we being told this message, even though it is a beautiful message? What's going on? Oh, are we diving into love? Because there's some sort of connection here, connectivity, or at least destiny in partnership. Maybe the two of you together are supposed to be diving in or allowing yourself to just have faith and just believe. Okay, so I'm going to read this card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the cards with you, and then I'm going to read the cards as if it was a personal reading. I'm going to get really specific, and then I'm going to go zoom out and go more general again. So we have the Lovers card, right? Trust the great mystery. Not even knowing why I'm here, but just this sense of this is where I belong. This is the partnership. I've been attracted here for a reason. I'm attracted to this person for a reason. This is opening up your heart and letting somebody know how much you care. Care about a job, care about a relationship, care about a family. How it's just open your heart and show how much you care. You've been attracted here for a reason, or there has been a really romantic and beautiful love offer opening up to you. And then we have Aries. I don't know why this is on its side. This is lack of confidence. And I said that because this is the Aries energy. And it's in reverse, but back in the past. Now it's on its side, which means it is still compromised, but it's God's saying, forget about the compromise. You'll catch up. The way you feel about the situation, you'll catch up. Confidence is going to come during the process as you will see for yourself that you actually belong here. This could literally be opening up your heart, letting an Aries in particular know, I care about you, I love you, I want to be with you, or they're not sure, but they still want to take a chance. It's saying, motivate yourself to move forward, even if you're not sure. This is an act of faith. This is my faith card because I know what the Knight of Cups means, but I always see Galahad in it. You look at this card, you always see Galahad, because if you look at the Lord Byron book, if you ever see Galahad, he's on his horse in his knight gear, in his knight, armor, and he's holding his hand out. He's not actually holding the cup. The cup is in front of him, guiding him. So ultimately, that's always what this card reminds me of, this act of faith, this act of love, this opening up to the possibility because your heart is leading you and guiding you, and you being strong enough to trust it and move forward, okay? Could it be just an extraordinary attraction to specifically an Aries? This is very, very specific, so it doesn't have to be for all of you. But just this attraction to this person who may not have the confidence you expect them to have. So being open-hearted is optimal because it'll actually make them more comfortable and inspire them. And then we have, bitch, okay, you better stop. Bam! Ace of Pentacles. So on so many levels, a very conscious level, because it's pentacles, which means it's practical. On a very conscious level, you know that this has great value to it. Wherever you're leading, wherever you're heading, you know that there's great value. That is confirmed in the cards. This is also a beautiful opportunity. The money is going to be there for you. If money has been your issue, I'm letting you know. The money is going to be there for you. God is providing that big old yes. That's what the Ace of Pentacles means. You are going to be supported with those tangible resources so that you can make progress forward. Now, The Knight of Cups is not a fast-moving energy. It's a faith-moving energy. It's more about flow. So it's telling you, Sagittarius, let things flow. Trust the ebb and flow. Feel it. I don't mean feelings like emotions. I mean feelings like vibrations and intuitions and just vibrations. It's not about my feelings, my emotions. It's about I feel the connection. Even though I don't hear it, even though I don't see it, this is why it's faith-based. Proceed in faith. There's so much beautiful opportunity here, and absolutely you will be provided with the resources that you need. Let's pull a moon card. Let's pull a moon card. Sagittarius, please. What needs to come out? Okay. This is really beautiful energy. What does that mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, okay. Love it, bitch. Okay, you got it, Sagittarius. Okay. I said, what does this mean? Nothing will come of this situation. And then the cards were clarified. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. So whatever seems really distant and whatever seems really impossible, whatever seems like it's not destined for you or meant for you, this is why we have this message coming out to remind you, this is coming from your self-esteem or lack of it, or being beaten down in the past, right? This could have kept you from a great deal of progress in the past. This sense of always talking yourself out of it. Well, it's really low self-esteem. That's the voice that is talking to you. It's got nothing to do with you actually being able to pull shit off. So ultimately what it's saying is, nothing will come of this situation. Work through your fears that this isn't going to move forward, or that you're not going to move forward, or that it's basically God is trying to tell you, wake up, Sagittarius, to the fact that you are discouraging yourself. And you got a demon voice in your head saying, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it, it's impossible. It may even be really illogical, trying to make you think that it knows what it's talking about. The cards are saying, be conscious and aware of this. You can't believe that voice. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of fear. It's actually got nothing to do with the abundance that's fucking in front of you. And I'm going to show you the card that proves that a win-win outcome is forecast. So that means equilibrium, justice, a decision made in your favor, as well as the ability to harmonize and balance yourself out. For some of you, this absolutely could mean a balanced partnership, an equal partnership. It could be very much romantic because that is Libra energy. That's talking about long-term partnerships. A win-win outcome is forecast. Some sort of fear of getting involved again, fear of trusting your spouse, fear of whatever this fear is. You're being told now, even if you're not ready to accept it, you're being told now, Sagittarius, that you're going to connect, and you're meant to connect with somebody, and you're meant to be in this room, or you're meant to be in this partnership. I think those of you who are the most scared are probably the ones who have been out of partnership for quite some time. Who had, like, let us say this, the deeper the trauma, the deeper the pain, the harder it's going to be to get rid of it. But what God's trying to point out to you is it is the pain, and it is the trauma, or it is the low self-esteem that resulted from it. It's not your actual capacity to be able to be here. God is trying to tell you right now, Sagittarius, you belong here. I put you here. I want these blessings to be yours. You talking yourself out of it or being afraid to take the chances has got to do with some toxic lessons that you learned that I did not teach you. So you got to stop listening to that voice in your head right now, because it sounds practical and it sounds comfortable because it's been with you for a while. But just because that demon's been in you for a while don't mean it belongs there. And honestly, that's kind of what you're trying to like exorcise now. I'm not talking about like the real stuff or the movies, but it's just this part of you that's trauma and fear responsive, as opposed to and it's not letting you live your life, and it's not letting you move forward the way that you want to, and you may even consider it loyalty. You may be, it always dresses itself up nice and pretty, you know what I'm saying? It always makes itself look real good. The devil don't come to the ball in horns and hooves. He's the best dressed motherfucker there. It's like, you have to know that, but it's fear. It's being acknowledged. It's a very powerful reading. Damn. Ooh. It's fear. It's being acknowledged. This is fear, and nothing will come from this fear. Whatever this fear is talking in your head, nothing. It's got nothing. It's got no power. It's got no power over you. So what you need to do is you need to confront it. You need to realize it, and kind of turn this into this, and be like, oh no, it's time. I know I can move forward. I know who I am. Right? I don't think you're happy. If you're alone, if you're single, I don't think you're happy that way. I don't think that it's right. Then God is just sending you this message right now. You're not meant to be alone, and you're not meant to be single. You don't have to have a partner to be whole, but you're meant to be in a partnership. God has given you love as a part of your story. The issue is, part of you doesn't feel good enough. And yes, you do have to come into union with yourself before you can allow a union with somebody else. But oh my God, it is fucking there for you, right? And then there's this beautiful energy of win-win outcome is forecast. So this is a balancing out and evening out, a justifying. This is a lot less boring than it seems, right? It's like, oh, things are balancing, big deal, huge deal, because that means they're coming back into a state of health. And they're coming back into a state of productivity and joy. Not pleasure, joy, actual joy. Like, yes, this is coming to you again. 100%, it's all there for you. Will you allow yourself to have it? That's the only question I have to ask you. Aside from asking you, are you going to come to the extended with me? I hope that you guys will. Links are down below. If you're a BWOB member, you can just click on it. I'll see you guys there.